Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a very quick beach vacation haul. So the reason that you haven't seen anything in a while, and gosh, the lighting is so bad, but I'm trying to film this early so I can literally go edit and immediately upload it. But it is Monday morning and I was at the beach last week and I really thought I was going to have like beach content, gonna film the beach house, gonna film the bookstores that I go to, gonna go do this, and this. I did nothing. I did nothing for BookTube except for buy books and read one of the books that I bought. So I did not get anything done that I thought I would, but I did have a good vacation. It was fun. I feel relaxed coming home, and yeah, I needed that. I needed that. I'm just sad that I didn't literally do anything I thought I was gonna do for YouTube, you know, like good YouTubers do. Apparently I'm not there yet. When I go on vacation mode, like, I just don't want to do anything, and apparently that includes for YouTube. And it shows how much of a non-actual social media person I am, because didn't even think about it. Didn't even like I thought about it pre-vacation, and then did not think about it again until I was home. Like I said, I did get some books at the beach. So we went to Myrtle Beach. We always go to Myrtle Beach. It's like 3 hours from my house. At least as of now, because I am moving in a couple months. So I think we'll be switching to like Virginia Beach because we're moving back to Virginia, which is really exciting because right now we're in North Carolina, and I'm sorry to all the North Carolinians, but I am not a fan. I'm a fan of some of it, but I am not a fan of where I live. And where I lived before here. I'm a Virginia girl at heart, so I'm very excited to move back to Virginia. But this year, I think, was I feel like we'll probably go back to Myrtle Beach. It's just gonna be a really long drive for us. And I hope we do, because at Myrtle Beach, there is my absolute favorite used bookstore. Like, oh my gosh, they have new books. It's crazy. It's crazy. If I'm not careful, I could leave easily with like 100 books. They have so many good things. It is crazy. I literally cannot describe how amazing it is. So I found some books that I've been really, really wanting, which is super exciting because I've never found them at any other used bookstore that I've been to. And for some reason, we were trying to talk about it. We're like, is it because people go on vacation and they bring books and then they like don't want to bring them home, so they drop them off at these bookstores? Because like the one by our beach house that we stayed in, that one was also really well stocked. Not as well stocked as the one that I like so much, but I'm so surprised. Like here where I live, we have a ton of used bookstores, but I never really find anything. Like, it's all older books or just stuff I've already read, and I never find anything. The second I go to the beach, I find everything. So I don't know. I don't know if that's like how it is, but I wish that we had those used bookstores, their like content here. So it makes me sad anytime I leave, because I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to find any used books anymore. Yeah, that's me rambling. Let's get to the actual haul. Let's talk about the bookstore that I actually went to. So I only ended up buying books from my favorite used bookstore there, and they are the Bookworm. This place is so cool, and it's small, but it holds so many books, and it's so well organized. And it feels like you're just really in a normal bookstore. And they even have like multiple copies of rather popular books, except for one that I got here that I was so excited that I found, because I've been wanting it, but I wasn't sure if I would like it, so I just wasn't buying it. And then I saw it, and yeah, I had to. First, let's talk about the candles that I got. Actually, let's talk about the book that I didn't get from the bookstore. My mother-in-law just gave it to me, because she's one of those people that once she reads a book, she doesn't want to read it anymore. She doesn't care. So she ended up giving me this one. And she got it originally from Ollie, who originally apparently got it from Target. But it's The Last House on the Street. She tends to read thrillers, and I know Diane Chamberlain is like a super popular author. I've never read any Diane Chamberlain, but I am willing to try it. It says, when two women a generation apart find themselves bound by tragedy and an unsolved decades-old murder, is what this is. So one perspective is 1965 and one is 2010. So it just seems like kind of a potential domestic thriller / mystery, just trying to figure out what happened. So I'm like, I'm cool with reading that. Okay, now let's move on to the non-book things from that bookstore, because the rest are books from that bookstore. We ended up getting candles. My husband, so I guess this shop is like from this area, because like all the used bookstores had these candles in them. And I love this candle maker. They come in book boxes all the time, but it's Novelly Yours. And the shop is literally filled with their candles. And so my husband is obsessed with candles, especially going into the fall season. So he's like, I need fall candles. And so we picked out this one, Local Indie, which smells like paperbacks, bookshelves, and hot cider. It's definitely more on like the hot cider side, which is really exciting because I haven't gotten a candle that smells like hot cider yet, but I have a lot of pumpkin ones. So yeah, this smells literally like apple, cinnamon, and like cider, and it just smells warm. It's really awesome. So that is one. And then they also had a spooky collection, and so my husband wanted spooky season, which is pumpkin, chestnut, and nutmeg. And it's just so cute, and they smell so good. Yeah, so there's that one. They're just white candles. So that one smells really good as well. So now my husband should be stocked for the spooky season and going into fall until December, which is his favorite season. Fall and Halloween are my favorite seasons, and then December, Christmas is his favorite. So yeah, I'm excited to be in the fall season. I'm pretending it's fall, even though technically I think there's like 5 more days, but I'm counting it because it's finally not blisteringly hot, at least during the mornings here. Okay, moving on to the actual books. I am so excited to show you guys what I found because it's a lot of stuff that I've been wanting, but I also wasn't like willing to pay full price because I wasn't 100% sure I would like it. So the first one I ended up picking up was Mickey 7. I have been dying to get this one. Finding this one was like such a big, big thing. I feel like I'm so excited I can't even like speak right. Yeah, very excited about this one. This one has to do with like, who was it that read this? I think Gabby Reed's read this and really liked this, thought it was interesting. And it's a lot shorter than I thought it was, but I wasn't sure if I'd like this because it's sci-fi. This definitely seems more my husband's type of book. So we are planning on reading this one together because we just finished Red Shirts, which was amazing. I'm so excited to talk about that in my September wrap up. That was like nothing I expected at all. Yeah, I think we're following Mickey. Yeah, Mickey is an expendable and he's on his 7th iteration of living and dying among colonists and stuff. So I think it sounds really good. It sounds potentially very sad, which is why I was a little, I don't know about this one, but I saw it and I was like, I have to get it. I have to get it for this price. The next one I've had my eye on for quite a while, but it has not had good ratings for it. So I was just unsure about it and I was just gonna get it from the library waiting for a hold to be up. So I got The Ingenue. I'm so excited for this one. I don't even remember what this is about from when I wanted it originally, but I'm really excited about it. And I actually, in the pile, have another book by this author because the lady at the bookstore said she really liked the other one. She hadn't read this one, but she really liked the other one. So I had to get both of them. And I didn't get matching copies. I had a hardcover of the other one and I liked the floppy paperback better, and then I picked this up last minute, so I didn't even think about it. So now I have 2 unmatching copies by the same author. It's okay. It's okay. This one definitely is more of a literary fiction book, but I was really excited because it's following a former piano prodigy, and her mom dies and she has to go back to this house that they lived in called the Elf House, and she thought it would be bequeathed to her because it was always her special place, but then it's given to somebody else that she has a weird past with, and you kind of have to like sort through what's happening, what happened to the past, and all the secrets that are buried around. So I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. This one definitely sounds less intriguing than the other one, so I am glad I picked up the other one. I'm still very interested in this one, and I love the cover. The cover is so cool for this one. Then I picked up one that I really thought I was going to pick up from Book of the Month, but I've been really trying to cut back on the books that I get from Book of the Month because I have so many I haven't read, and sometimes I get too excited and I buy some that I actually are like, wow, I would never read this. So yeah, however, I really was on the fence about this one, and I thought about getting this one earlier, and then I convinced myself not to, and then I picked it up at the store, and my husband, like, he's just very okay, like, he's like, just get books you want, especially at a used bookstore. It's better than waiting and like than having to get it at a full price. And so he read the back and he's like, why haven't you read this yet? And I was like, I know. So I got Lady Tan's Circle of Women. It just sounds so cool. It's following female doctors, and it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and yeah, it sounds like something I would love, but I'm also terrified of historical fiction. So I don't know. We're gonna see about this one. It was a great price, so I couldn't pass it up, and it's like perfect condition. It doesn't even look like it was read. I don't know. And it's not even the Book of the Month edition. It's just a regular copy. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Nervous, but excited. And then I picked up one I'd actually already started reading. I had borrowed this one from the library, and I really liked it, but I wasn't in the mood for it at the time. So I was like, okay, I'll come back to it. and I just forgot about it. And then I saw it at the used bookstore and I was like, well, there you go. I got my own copy. This is Alum Girls. This is like a young adult. I don't know if it's post-apocalypse or dystopian. I don't know exactly where you would place this because I think it's post-apocalypse. It feels semi-dystopian, but I think it's post-apocalypse because you're following a group of people who basically their lives are at the whims of these like godlike monster things. And they have to make like a pact or something with them or they'll die in so many days. It was really well written from the beginning. Again, I just wasn't in the mood at the time. So I'm really excited to actually get to this one. And now I have my own copy so I can take my time with it. Okay, the book that I read and am again so excited to talk about in my wrap up, The Echo Wife. I have been wanting this book for the longest time. And the book, that's funny because the version that I wanted is the Barnes & Noble edition, the green one. The green cover is so pretty. However, I saw it and it was such a good deal. It's such a good deal that I was like, I want it. I want it. So I bought it and then immediately read it over the next couple of days of vacation in between crocheting because I learned how to crochet, guys. I learned how to crochet at the beach and I already have a blanket like that's quite large. I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, sci-fi, it has to do with clones. This is like the definition of the books that I like in sci-fi. Heavy science, heavy Stepford Wives feelings, but much more serious and dark with a almost murder mystery plot kind of in there. It's not really a mystery, but there are some like surprises in the book. And yeah, I was so excited to talk about it in the wrap up. Then again, another one I've been like on the fence about getting, but I really liked the author's first book. So, and I really need to finish the second book, the sequel to that first book. But I ended up getting Our Crooked Hearts, which is one that I heard about so much when it was first coming out, and then absolutely nothing. It's like nobody read the book, nobody talked about it, nothing. So I was like, I just forgot about it. But I saw it there. I was like, I really want to read it because I really like this type of style of writing. So yeah, we're gonna see. And it has witches in it. It has witches. That's all I need to know about it. Then that final book that I already talked about kind of is The Ballerinas, same author as The Ingenue. And I don't even know if I'm saying that right, by the way. And like, look at this paperback. It's the size of a hardcover. Like it's the size of a hardcover, but it's in paperback and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with how floppy and massive it is. So I had to get this copy of it. The other book is newer. I think it came out this year or the end of last year. So there is no paperback yet. Or otherwise I would have got the paperback. But yeah, this is the one I actually picked up first, even though I'd heard about the other one first. But this one just sounds so... I love ballerina drama. I don't know what it is, but I love ballerina drama. I think it's because I could not imagine living that type of lifestyle. So it just like freaks me out. The tagline is ballerinas are like point shoes. You have to break them down before they're of any use. And I hope this kind of explores the dark side of the ballerina world because they look so beautiful and perfect, but they're like treated so badly and everything is based on how they look and their feet. Oh my gosh. I watched like this whole documentary about ballerinas and I couldn't imagine like that type of pain that they go through with like conditioning their feet, and I can't. It stresses me out. But yeah, so I got this to read to stress me out even further. It's gonna be a great time. Those are all the books that I got at the beach. I definitely could have done more damage, but I'm glad I didn't. I ended up focusing a lot on the crocheting aspect because I bought like, oh gosh, it was more than that. I think it was like $80 worth of crochet stuff because I started off small, but then I bought a kit. And then I had to buy a ton of yarn because I just bought one like ball of yarn to experiment from Walmart. And then I ended up loving it and ended up, you know, doing half of like, not even half a blanket, a eighth of a blanket. And I was like, I'm gonna need more yarn. So I went to Joann Fabrics and they didn't have the yarn. So I had to go to Walmart and just buy a buttload of yarn from Walmart. And it was the time. It was the time. But yeah, I spent most of the time fishing, crocheting, and did a little bit of reading. Pretty much just The Echo Wife. So it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I like my little mini haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Had a great time on vacation, but I'm glad I'm back to making videos. I gotta get started reading our book club pick. I gotta get started filming our book club picks for the next couple months because I missed. I should have done that last month, but I completely forgot about it. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. I got a lot of stuff to do and catch up with. And I'm pretty sure all our mail is delivering today and I have multiple book boxes coming in that. So That will also be coming out sometime this week, so I'm very excited about it. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those book unboxings later this week and all the other things that I put out. I'm also working on TBRs. I'm still working on that secret TBR I've talked about randomly throughout videos. I just actually started it, so I'm excited about that. And make sure you leave a comment down below if you guys are going on vacation, what you guys buy on vacation, what you guys do on vacation. I don't know, I'm just still in a vacation mood. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.